Hey guys, it's me, the Uni-Lobster, and we're going to be back with another Doki Doki Literature Club video. And I did some testing with the whole game capture, and I got good news and bad news. We should be able to go with, music actually being there, but I've tested this out when I was messing around with OBS. If it's full screen, it won't record. Like, I was messing around on the main menu for like 10 minutes trying to figure out what I can and can't do. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure I have it. I loaded up the save and got where we left off. Well, except one thing in forward because I accidentally clicked on it. Anyway, yeah, this is pretty much where we left off in the last video. So let's get right into it, shall we? Without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable? I am dependable, Yuri. Your room is messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? That is so. Why do you have bags underneath your eyeballs? Look, see? You two are really good friends. Sure. You shouldn't. How come? You and Dark can become good friends too. Will we? Oh yeah, you freak out when I ask for tea. Probably shouldn't say stuff like that. As usual, sorry seems to be oblivious to the weird situation she's put me into. Oh, he even brought you something today, you know? She did? Wait. Me? Not really. Yes, really. Give me it. Give me whatever you're talking about. What is it? Nope, give me it. You can't just say never mind. Give me it. What do I do? Well, first you give me it. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Don't worry, I got this. I'm smooth. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, give me whatever you're talking about. Just a pleasant surprise. Will make me sure. Is that so? That is so. Now give me it. Good deal. Sure. Well, here. He reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. Ooh, she wants me to sign a copy of the Uni-Lobster Manifesto? Oh, gladly. Yeah. The book, and I thought you might enjoy. Short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't usually read. Oh, we could, discuss it. Yes. This is... Okay, she even picked out a book because she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. I think you would definitely read this. Enthusiastically, I'd take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. You know what? You too. Now, everyone said I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sorry, and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Swimming around in the closet. Why did I have to cut? I'm in the same area. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent me. Did she buy a whole book for me? Man, that's wacky. In the first few pages. Oh no, she caught me staring at her. Well, time to assert dominance by staring intensely back. Assert dominance and look harder. Glance at me and her eyes me for a split second. Stare. Staring contest now. Makes her 100 face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing her. Yeah, sure. Sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. Yeah, now she's smug now. It's fine. First place. But I'm just reading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Read some of it. Not for any particular reason. Oh no, just so you get caught up on what I'm reading. Yeah, I see you. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. So you did buy me a whole book. That's exactly what you meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Sure. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Relatable. Is that so? What's it about? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. Yeah, she's gonna read the summary. Markov, there's an ominous looking eye. K. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about the girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister, but as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. You could almost say bizarre. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment. Couldn't you just call the police and have them take away the escapees? While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. You know, the police, you know, to, like, take them back to the mental facility. It's kind of wacky. It's kind of wacky. I feel like it was going to be it is a nice story about how people don't know what 911 is. Ahaha. Gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? Nah, I'm definitely a fan. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot. She's so shy. Is that those kinds of stories? They challenge you to look at life from this perspective. The music is like super loud, ain't it? And like, you won't be able to hear me talk at all. So I'm gonna just move my mic slightly closer. There we go. No goals that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be naive or letting one-sided morals. Yeah, honestly, one-sided. We need, like, main characters who are, like, open to the villain's ideas, my guy. Not again. No, continue speaking. Continue speaking to me, Yuri. I have nothing else to do in this boring classroom. It's alright, then. But I feel like it... Why do we have an entire classroom with all these desks and stuff just for, like, 5 people? Pay attention to other people, so if I end up saying anything strange, you know what? Just start vibing. Talking too much, that's kind of wacky. That just means you're passionate about reading, then the least I can do is listen. It's a literature club. Yes, please make this an actual literature club. That's true. Yes. In fact, I might as well start reading it. Oh, yes, I definitely do have to, because 1, you told me I should, and 2, I will speedrun this. Yeah, what he said. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book I had to put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I vibe here, right? Smooth. Dude, my character is so smooth. Yes. Are you sure? This might be a good thumbnail. Vibing with Yuri. No, the Uni-Lobster vibes with Yuri. You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. So it's just something I'm not very used to that. It's reading company of someone. Sugal. Distracting or anything. Alright. I opened the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. As if I can feel her presence. Okay, just her presence. It's not particularly a bad thing, yeah, no, because it's vibing. Maybe a little distracting, but I feel somewhat comforting. Yes, to have Yuri be there. She's looking at her own book. What, is she reading mine? Oh, she is. I was reading my book? No, continue. Yeah, you apologize a lot. Of course. Aha. This should work, right? I saw my desk into it. Smooth character. It's smooth as, yes. I saw my desk into it's against... No, wait, no, I already read that. I'm stupid. Yuri, just continue vibing as I get my smoothness factor up. Closes her own copy. Once we each lean in, our shoulders are almost... Whoa. That's a bit too lewd. I know I was getting smooth, but not lewd. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. here. Ooh. Ooh. Screenshot. Oh, so we're gonna like split screen this. Co-op. So my thumb, but I'm holding it like this. We're holding even closer than before. Okay. Yeah, it's distracting me with her big, huge hair. Like, how do you keep it so clean and that long? Like, what conditioner do you use? Feel of warmth. Alright, that's a bit too close, don't you think? I don't know whether I'm going to use that one or the one where she's staring at the book for the screenshot. To turn the page. Yeah, yes, that's so what I was replying to. Alright, it's me. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading. If you take a bit longer, least I can do. Alright. I have multiple choices to use for a thumbnail. Yes. Thanks. Reading, you no longer ask me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn by my own volition. Yes. I continue to the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like intimate exchange. Intimately reading a book with Yuri. My thumb gently letting the page. Hey. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you. You think so? How? She's more blunt, but she also second guesses. You do second guess a lot, like when I asked for tea. She's afraid of something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. They're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. Sugo. Oh yeah, now we're back to this. He remains silent for a moment. But, Darky, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. You know what? No. It's just called, you're straight vibing right now. Just straight juicing. It's so embarrassing if you think that. No. I meant that as in, you just vibing. I mean that in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't. Self-conscious. Dude, she's always self-conscious. Like when I asked for tea. Or like when I pleaded her to give me a book. Sort of cute. Yes. Sorry, I meant that, you know, like, cousin, you kind of thick. Ha. Something you probably shouldn't say bluntly, just, you're kind of thick. Anyway, about the weather. What? You what? Okay, everyone. Yeah. You're ruins vibe. Wait, what? Sorry, there's hair in my mouth. So I haven't shared my poem where I yanked my tank yet. That poem was way too long. So yeah, I finally get to share my poem, I guess. Here, are you ready to read my poem where I yank my tank? And then, yeah. You look kind of down. Yeah, no, that is so it. It's totally not. Yeah. It's fine. Blood causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ow. Let's do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer... Character, you're trying too hard, dude. It's not... Wait. Hold on, let me make sure I am recording. Okay. Let me read a few. I guess I don't have much of a preference. You really don't. What tonight? No, I'm just gonna break into your house and like start reading to you. I'm gonna be like an audiobook, but more creepy. Feel free to finish the first 2 chapters. Oh yeah, I'll just like start like yelling it outside your window. I'm gonna be like the creepiest and like scariest audiobook. I stand up. Thanks, I needed to know this. I'm making a mental note. Or, you know, you could use a bookmark. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last video? Oh, yes, I did. Yes. My relaxation starts. I can't believe I agreed to do something so epic. I couldn't really find so much inspiration since I've done this before. I mean, I've wrote stuff. I mean, if you've seen in the last video, I made a movie. I can't wait. Sorry, and Monica enthusiastically pulled out their poems. This is a wrinkled sheet of paper, and the other I wrote in her composition notebook. I've seen handwriting. Reluctantly follow suit. I just say myself. Ooh, this is a sick beat. If you can hear music, that is. Anyway, let's see. Who should I share my poem with? So this is the second choice I get in this entire game. So do I get like one choice per video? Phone first. I don't want to pick based on opinion, because then people will be like, yeah, I see what you're aiming for. So I'm going to do a more methodical method. And the only methodical method is... Sari doesn't have her shirt buttoned. Monica wears different leggings and shoes. So that leaves Natsuki and Yuri here are true abiders of the dress code. And I feel like Natsuki is just going to make fun of me when she sees the poem. So that leaves only Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced. Yes. I trust her opinion to be fair. Now, this is a fire beat. As her reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. What is me yanking my tank? The poem, like that good? Exceptional. You know what? Agreed. I should make yanking tank Mark 2. Her mouth then ends up covering her whole face. Well, it's because you're literally reading a poem about how I yank my tank. Ooh. She's going to be. Oh, I can read minds now. That is what that means, right? You really don't need. You didn't do anything wrong. That's. Okay, sure. Yeah, it's my poem. I am right, because it's my poem. If I say you did nothing wrong, that means you did nothing wrong. Yeah, why? It's just a poem. Yo, wait, she was able to go that long without breathing? That's kinda wacky. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary metaphor indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Yes, I've, made my movie. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment. Seeing as I made a movie, you should check out my movie if you haven't watched it already. Here, yeah. Huh. Stares at me blankly. Just, how much? It seems like you write a lot of poetry. Oh no, I don't. And she's just like, heh. I have now confused her. No, you didn't know that. As of breaking it down more thoroughly. Yes. Okay. This is the reason I tell. Writing habits are usually typical of new writers, and having been through it myself, I can learn to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers that they're trying to have is still. Okay, why did she go like pro on me? Like at first she was like stuttering, but now she's like whipping out her glasses, like adjusting them, going fool. In other words, I tend to pick up writing tests separate from the technical. You did good. I both sides. So what? You're suggesting that I'm fighting on two fronts? Siri finds her totally changes. Completely honest, she's like an expert. Yeah, that's what I said. No, of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that it's just a simple poem. Finding a building and then work together, possibly challenging part, it might take you some time. Okay, can I just read your poem now? What do you mean bias? Is it because she hates me? Never mind. I shouldn't talk about... Okay. Do you mind if I read? Yeah, give me your poem. Thought process behind it. Your response, which is itself is kind of funny. Just read the poem. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. So did she challenge the street lamp to a Morse code competition? Okay, I guess that's exactly what she did. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. No, it's not the terrible handwriting, it's just that I can't read cursive well. What? It wasn't that thinking at all. Yeah. I was just questioning why you're challenging a street lamp. Read script. I made a script. It's pretty. Yes, your handwriting is thick. That's really so. I like the poem. Short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. No. Longer poems. Long. So. What are they called? Novella? No, it's not a novella. Wait, yeah, no, wait, because she said she was like, not at all. You like it? I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Yeah, I'm white, so like wheat bread is spicy. So yes, give me mild. So I don't think the story is about Ghost. For my very short time reading it, I think it's about someone who wants to live in the past, but they're scared of the future because it has nothing promised for them. That's my opinion. I'm on one part so far. You must have totally missed a point. There's your own thoughts. Right, I usually or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps such Sony being symbolic compared to a ghost. I should place the comment but let go of the past and soon to be left with nothing. I was right, almost. Well, I have, Darky. And that's impressive. It's nothing really. I will continue complimenting you until you decide to just leave. Don't make me compliment you. Yours was impressive. Yeah, honestly, my poem about me yanking my tank is better than whatever you did. Nah, if it's anything, I could probably learn a thing or two. Yes, allow me to make some more... Like, I will write multiple stanzas. I will make multiples... I will write a novella of me yanking my tank. From where I started, what I watched, the aftermath, and how I lived with it. Yes, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. Guys, I think once I end giving her my poem, I'm just going to end the video, just so this video is nothing but Yuri. Just so I can, like, title it, Vibing with Yuri. I think that's what I'm going to do. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best. You know what? You do that. I don't know why specifically me, but you do that. You know what? Me too. Oh, that's a bit soon. Well, I guess... Can I save it here? Oh, I can. Alright, so that's going to be this video done. I still don't know how to use the whole... Anyway, I'm sorry about not being able to do the whole full screen thing, but I tested it, just turns the entire recording black. So I'll be seeing you guys in the next video, whatever game it is.